What's good? We about to tap in. This is my first time ever reacting to do Let's Tap In.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hope all's good wherever you are. In this video, we're going to watch the Muppets of The View try to bait Matthew McConaughey into saying that he is anti-gun. The View is by far the most garbage TV you can watch because the ladies up there are absolutely useless. But let's get into video and I'll catch you guys on the back end.
I saw you, not in person, but on TV. It was at the men's final at the U.S. Open.
Yes.
You were in Djokovic's box.
Yes.
Oh. And you were the first hug he gave when he came up.
Yeah.
You guys go way back. What's the connection there? Look at that.
He's first friends with my wife. Camilla right there. Look how look how happy she is. And then I got to know him through her. We've had a couple of dinners along the way, and I'm a big fan.
Yes.
I mean, what a surgeon and a warrior. And the resilience of what he's done, it's amazing. So anyway, I was happy to be in his box. Got to sit behind his parents, which was really awesome to see them when he brings them up
Isn't he
where
an
they started.
anti-vaxxer?
An anti-vaxxer?
So, yeah. Just so you know.
Way to bring it down.
But you were kidding. You were in, I think he just won and ran towards you. Like, I feel like that's what I would do. Like, that's Matthew McConaughey.
I think I was sitting in just the right seat. He was coming down the stairs. I was on the back right up top. So there I was.
You and Camilla have 3 kids. Levi, who's 15,
Yes.
Vita, 13, and Livingston, 10.
Yes.
What kind of dad are you? That's a probably loaded
Kind of
question.
dad.
I'm a good dad.
We got 20 minutes for this answer. I'm working on it. Look, being a dad was the only thing that I ever knew I wanted to be.
Oh.
I knew that at 8 years old. I remember shaking hands with my dad's friend who he would introduce me to, and he was a big sirs and ma'ams man. And I noticed that everyone I would say yes, sir, to over the years when I was 8, it's like, oh, the one thing that's common is they're all fathers. Maybe that's why I'm calling them sir. And I was like, that's my aspiration. That's when you become a sir as a man. And that was my idea when I was 8, and I still believe it in a lot of ways. So, look, as y'all know, those of you who have children, you find out that DNA means a lot more than you thought it did after you have a kid. They come out who they are.
Are they like you?
In a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And but they're all very particular and different as well. So we shepherd them along as parents with an environment that does matter a lot. But boy, they are who they are.
Yeah.
The same things I was writing about their peculiarities when they were 2, they match with who they are when I'm writing about them today.
Let me, I want to applaud you for being so outspoken against violence and gun violence in particular. And you're Texan, and you spoke so passionately at the White House last year in the wake of that shooting at Robb Elementary in your hometown of
That's why we're wearing
Uvalde.
these little pins,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, your wife held.
Damn, man. Why people shooting at schools and doing all that? What's the whole point of that? Your life must be real miserable if you shooting schools and all that. Kids in these schools, man, your life is miserable. Your life is, man, you don't even got a life at that point. You know what I mean? Like, well, what's the point of doing all that? You know what I mean? Like, that's whack. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man, get a life. Go to the gym or something, man. Like, you know what I mean? You gotta go dive into something, man. Come on now. It don't make no sense. You going a school shooting, man? That's whack. That's unknown. Really is, man. And it's real sad at the same time. It's pathetic. People do stuff like that in the world. Make no sense.
One of the victims' green Converse. Her name was Maite Rodriguez. Her mother, Anna Rodriguez, sent these to us.
Yeah.
And to learn more about it, you can check our website later. But I remember that you and your wife were very involved there. And now you have launched the Green Lights Grant Initiative to help make schools safer.
Yes.
Please tell us about that.
Thank you for the opportunity to. So what we found out after what happened at Robb Elementary and many other schools, the first bill was passed in 30 years to help make the schools safer. Bipartisan Safe Communities Act, millions of dollars to safe in schools. What I found out months after the bill's been passed is that very few applications are going in from the school districts. And for those that are applying, very few are getting granted and awarded. So the money's still there. And we're like, wait, where's the gap? Well, we found out that these superintendents have to fill out these grants to the government. A lot of them are driving the school bus and they're the PE teacher, and this grant process is 50 pages and it's intimidating.
Wow.
And I don't know about y'all, but I have trouble making it through filling a custom card out without having to scratch stuff out. It is intimidating, so they don't have the expertise at the time. The government wants these grants to be filed. They want to spend the money. It's use it or lose it money. And if we don't spend that money that the government has by 2026, it could be reallocated.
In 2021, you considered to run for governor of the state of Texas. Do you think political office is in your future? Can you see that?
If it's where I would deem myself to be most useful,
Yeah.
Most memorable moment you've had so far this year? Late game assist to win the game.
Probably hitting a game-winning shot.
if it's where I would deem myself to be most useful,
Yeah.
yes.
Do you think you could get elected in Texas being anti-gun?
Do I think I could get elected in Texas being anti-gun? One thing about if me in politics is to give you a direct statement right there is me playing a game that I'm not interested in playing. To give you a direct statement right there.
I know where he was going there, man. Yeah, you gotta, hey, yo, man, behind the scenes, man, they control things, man. You gotta play by their rules. If not, you know what I mean, you out of here, man. They're gonna replace you, you know what I mean? You gotta play by the rules. You gotta play by the rule book. You can't do what you want to do when you trying to run and you trying to call the shots. They pull the strings behind the scenes, man. Like, wake up. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, he was pretty. I know where he was going there, but you know what I mean. You gotta watch out what you say on another platform. You know what I mean? I don't want to. You feel me? I don't want to get too deep into. You feel me? And then my channel be all messed up, and you know what I mean? It be like, you know, like it won't let me. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Come on, bro. Like, he got a point. Like, you gotta follow by their rule book. If not, man, they gonna get you out of here. Or, you know what I mean? It's all control, man. Like, just wake up, do your research behind it, man. You can find videos about this stuff. You know what I mean? Because when you talk about it, it's like, oh, what are you talking about? Oh, bro, you sound crazy, bro. Are you high or what? What type of pot you on, bro? What type of pot, bro? Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Like, in the Bible, it even says the man could gain the whole world to lose his soul. Like, you know what I mean? That's how you know people don't read the Bible. They want to get rich, but they don't want to believe in God. Like, they don't want to do nothing for God. You gotta wake up and open up your eyes. You know what I mean?
Now, the idiot that is Joy Behar tried to pigeonhole Matthew McConaughey, right? She tried to bait him into saying he wasn't pro-gun and he wasn't having any of it. Now, he is a moderate. He's conservative, but maybe not as conservative as you guys are, as I am. But he's a moderate, and he's not anti-gun. Now, here is a speech that he did at the White House. This was after a school shooting in 2022. And you will see, he's a moderate. He's, I think, what a lot of people on the right are. Let's listen to it, and I'll catch you guys right after the clip.
We need responsible gun ownership. Responsible gun ownership. We need background checks. We need to raise the minimum age to purchase an AR-15 rifle to 21. We need a waiting period for those rifles. We need red flag laws and consequences for those who abuse them. These are reasonable, practical, tactical regulations to our nation, states, communities, schools, and homes. Responsible gun owners are fed up with the Second Amendment being abused and hijacked by some deranged individuals. These regulations are not a step back. They're a step forward for a civil society and the Second Amendment.
One thing we have to remember is most of the Hollywood typeset, most of them are libs. Now, Matthew McConaughey, I read his book, Greenlight. Excellent book. He is not a leftist. He's not full-on conservative like probably most of you that watch this channel or like myself, but he's a moderate. And he's got some good points. His book, Greenlight, is excellent, like I mentioned. If you've not read it, if you're somebody who is, maybe religious, I recommend it. I saw his interview with Jordan Peterson, and then I went and got the book after that. He was on Jordan Peterson's podcast. Excellent book. excellent read. And look, listen, he's done a lot of work, like he mentioned here, with his Green Lights Grant initiative. And he puts in a lot of time and he does a lot of good work. But he didn't want to be baited by these Muppets on The View into going full-on political. These ladies are the most out-of-touch people that you'll ever see on television. I watched the interview with Coleman Hughes recently. He was on The View and they were trying to bait him into...
Yeah, they're playing by their script. You know what I mean? They playing by their script. They you know how that go, man. You gotta play by the script. If not, man, they gonna get you going and out of here, man. You gotta do what they say. If not, you know what I mean, they gonna get you on and out of here. Like The View, I mean, I never really watched The View like that. Maybe I need to tap in more to see like more information about it, because like I never like really watched them for real. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really. All I know, Whoopi Goldberg, she used to play off like movies and stuff like that. That's like the only thing I know about like The View. Outside of that, like I have no clue about it. You know what I mean? I gotta tap more into it. I gotta suggest me more videos, ideas in the comments where I should react and what I should do. Let me know so I could tap in.
Other stuff saying he was a puppet for the conservatives, and he said, "Nah, listen, I voted Democrat the only 2 times I was able to vote in my life." Especially that Sunny Hostin, who found out that her ancestors were actually had owned slaves, and then she started to retract everything she was saying. Listen, these women are ridiculous. Now, here's another clip of Matthew McConaughey. This was after a school shooting in 2022. He actually is pro-firearm, but what he's saying is more of a moderate stance, and I think it's a stance that a lot of people have, is like, listen, you should be able to own firearms. You should be able to protect yourself, but I think we should have some gun control involved here. To what extent, I don't know, but at the same time, I think this is a point of view that a lot of people that are maybe less conservative than I am have. And it's not a bad point of view depending how you went about it. I'm happy that he went on that show and just shut it down and said, like, I'm not going to play that game with you. I'm not here to give you a clickbait thumbnail. I'm not here to give you a soundbite. You're not going to bait me into it. You know, because a stance on gun control would be a very polarizing topic in this country. And I don't know if he's actually willing to run for office at some point or not. But at the same time, you don't want to...
I don't even feel like he gonna run for office, because it don't seem like he want to go by like the system they want to ran by. Like, you know what I mean? It don't sound like it to me. Like, why would you want to do all that and then they pull the strings behind it? Oh, do this and that. If you don't do it, there's only so far you're gonna go in office. Like, that's how I feel. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that man ain't gonna have control for real. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he gotta do what they say. If not, they gonna have somebody else do it. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how the game go.
Explain your whole point of view on a stupid show like The View in a 30-second soundbite. That's just not going to happen. You have to draw that out, right? You have to break that down for people. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, as usual, please smash that thumbs up button. Consider subscribing to the channel, help it grow, and I'll catch you all.
Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think about this whole situation, because I feel like he not gonna run it, because you gotta get controlled and stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like, he don't have the pull, man. You think he got the pull behind the scenes? We would never know these people that really run the world. You know what I mean? Like, y'all gotta put 2 and 2 together, bruh. But y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think. Do y'all agree? Do y'all disagree with what I'm saying, or what? Like, comment, subscribe, like, share the video. Let me know y'all opinion in the comments. And I'm out.